Hello and welcome to Sharjah for the final of the Coca-Cola Trophy. India take on Sri Lanka today and it should be a cracking match. Sri Lanka are the unbeaten team in this tournament. They played 4 matches, they won all their games convincingly, and India will really have to pull up their socks and get their best foot forward if they are to trouble the Sri Lankans. The pitch for today's final looks a really good one for batting. It's nice and hard, hardly any grass on the surface, and it just looks as if plenty of rolling has gone into this pitch. So it's going to be interesting what the two captains do once the toss takes place.
Doing the calling, it's heads again. And
Sri Lanka won the toss and decided to bat. A good, bold, positive decision. The teams for today's game: India, 1 change in their side. No Sri Ram, Venkatesh Prasad coming back into the side, and 1 change in the Sri Lankan team as well. Upashanta not playing and Veeraratna playing in today's game. Let's now join the action. First ball, Zaid Khan to Sanath Jayasuriya.
And of course, Jayasooriya letting his intentions known immediately. Beautiful shot to the offside. Oh! That's gone fine. That's a boundary. Also a no ball. Very costly delivery. I think Zaid Khan is just a bit tense. That's a good shot. No ball to chase those. Someone will throw it back.
It's a beauty. Tremendous shot in the slot. And the Sri Lankans are delighted. And why wouldn't you be? This is as good a shot as you'll see. Didn't try to smash it, just adjusted nicely. Look at that full face of the bat, straight down the ground. No risk. And beautifully executed.
What a start for Sri Lanka. Again, the second slip disappears. This time he goes to short extra cover. That's even better. That was spanked.
Width. That's what happens on wickets like that. When you bowl width, they're going to disappear, especially to a short man who loves to play the cut shot. You thought the first shot really raced to the boundary. This went even quicker.
That's gone over the top. Full and also a bit of width.
People enjoying themselves. Plenty of support for both Sri Lanka and the Indians. It's bowled in. Zaid Khan has got the wicket. Kaluwitana was looking to blast that off the back foot on the offside. He only manages to get the inside edge, and the ball's gone and hit the off stump.
The length is right. The line was right. Just a hint of movement. Kaluwitana frustrated, not being able to get him away in the last few overs and paying the penalty. Bottom edge into the stumps. So Sri Lanka lose their first wicket, the wicket of Kaluwitana. He goes, bowled by Zaid Khan. Sri Lanka 1 down for 44.
Now that spoiled a really good over. The 50 comes up for Sri Lanka. It's 50 for 1. That's well played. Neat deflection from Jayasooriya. Fine leg was up in the circle. Good touch here from the Sri Lankan captain.
That That was very clever by Sanath Jayasuriya, realizing that the Indians had got his favourite areas covered, just getting across the stumps and nudging it very, very finely.
As he enjoyed that shot, did he? He takes the aerial route here. His clear point, and he's found the boundary. And he's got it fine again. This is an expensive over as far as the Indians are concerned. 3 boundaries in it already for Jayasooriya.
Well, that's a good shot into the gap. Well, Marvin Ottafatu has played that one beautifully. That'll relieve the pressure for him a little bit. Except if you do it like that. Beautifully played. That's a lovely shot. Down to the boundary for 4. This man is one of the best players of a pull shot in the game today. Lovely cricket. Positive.
It's good cricket. He knows they're going to bowl straight at him. He knows he wants to hit it on the onside. So if he can get inside it, and it's just a little short like it was on this occasion, Jayasooriya just rocks back. He doesn't try and keep it down because there's no fielders there. They're very close. They're only 15 yards from the bat.
That's 4. That's exactly what Barry Richards was talking about. You cannot pitch the ball outside leg stump. Might be worthwhile looking at exactly where that ball pitched by using the mat we use for LBWs, that red zone, just to give you some idea of how far offline he is.
It'll be interesting. Jayasooriya does get a long way across as well, but you have to be precise. Look at this, pitching outside leg, well outside, gives him a free hit. And even if he doesn't time it to perfection, it's always going to go away for 4. That cannot be out LBW. It looks like it can on the picture, but it's pitched outside leg. So Ganguly's got his problems, so is Prasad. He's not quite sure now what to do. The fielders are going all over the place, so they're opting to go back to the orthodox. There's a man going to deep point or square cover on the boundary. He'll be a sweeper.
Lord, have a look at that lovely little dab. Just knocking it down to third man. The Sri Lankans on this ground are sharing every single ball. The reason why they've gone up there is because he's now reached his half century. Sanath Jayasuriya is having a ball. 83 for 1. Oh, and he's touched it. He's touched it. He wants a replay. What he's saying, now this is very interesting. What he is saying here is that I want to know whether the batsman got back. He's not asking whether he touched it. That has been established. He's not allowed to ask the third umpire whether he touched the ball. So, if he's out of his crease, he's out.
And those are very hard to get back. When you're looking for the run, you know he's hit it powerfully, and this is going to be very touch and go. Is his bat in the air? Is his bat in the air? That's a tough one for Steve Dunn. I think he's gone. I think the bat is down just a fraction too late.
Yes, I think the shadow tells the story here. Watch the shadow. The shadow only comes into play when the bat's on the ground. The ball hits there, and I think you're right, Barry. I think that's the end of that. That's very unlucky. Well, it's the way things happen, though. I'd like to see a replay to establish whether it actually touched the finger of the bowler. Obviously, the umpire said it did. Not that that's an issue from here, but I suspect the red light will go on now.
Definitely.
And, oh yes, touched the finger as well. Yes, all right, everything's right. The Indians all think it's a good decision. 90 for 2.
That's up in the air. Mid-wicket coming underneath it. It's taken. Yuvraj Singh has taken the catch. Jayawardene, man dismissed.
The fall of that wicket, Ravi, is due to the field that you were just describing. There's no deep mid-wicket, so that is tempting the batsman to try and hit it out into the deep mid-wicket region. And once you're getting a bit of spin, and the batsman hasn't quite gotten to the pitch, things like this will happen. Big top edge. Yuvraj Singh gets underneath it and takes it. Looks quite comfortable. Was a bit away from his body though. 98 for 3.
21 overs have been bowled. 99 for 3. Jayasooriya 60. A lot will depend on him now. Has come up for Sri Lanka.
Took a lot longer than most people expected after that first 50.
He's bowled him! He's bowled him! He's dragged it back onto the stumps. Well, I've got to say, he's got a lot of talent, but he plays some very, very loose shots. That's the second time he's got out like that in this tournament. There's going to come a time when Sangakkara is going to have to deliver. Full on confidence, a little short on concentration.
Sangakkara, it's time we learn from him mistakes. Once again, very loose shot, slashing at one that had been coming into him. You could see that that one wasn't the type of delivery where he could have played that slash, and Tendulkar struck once again. The Indians are delighted. They struck again, and this would put the Sri Lankans behind. The 4th wicket falls, and Sri Lanka 116.
That's a good shot, that's 6. It's a biggie. Way into the crowd. Beautiful shot. Sanath Jayasuriya just loves loose bowling. Well, the Sri Lankans have gone a little quiet here for a while. They're smiling again.
That did break the shackles for Sanath Jayasuriya. That was very short, and Sanath Jayasuriya with that powerful bottom hand was able to clear the mid-wicket boundary. Packed it away. Dropped him. That could be a vital piece of play. The top he goes, middle set, so it's going to land in no man's land. It won't go for 4, but that's it. 100 for Sanath Jayasuriya in the final. He's had a very, very good Coca-Cola trophy. His wife's delighted. What a birthday present for her. The Sri Lankan fans are delighted.
Let's rejoin the action in the next over. 7 runs added. Sunil Joshi to Sanath Jayasuriya.
Over the top and smashed away. Saw him coming, could do nothing about it. 178 for 4. In the air, man can't get to it. Again, just falls wide and just trickles over the boundary. I think he was expecting it. Jayasooriya was back on his stumps and got it in front of square. The man is behind, had a lot of ground to make up. Badani couldn't get there.
Just a fraction shorter than the previous delivery. And with him knowing that they're not going to be pitching the ball up to him, he was ready for that. He did well in front of square.
He's gone again, and this one's a max. Yes, sir. 2 on the trot, 4, 6.
I think that shot just shows how strong Sanath Jayasuriya is. Very, very strong forearms. There's no way you could say this is a legitimate hook shot. He's just scooping it up, just helping it up towards the onside.
And it's edged and gone. Just 2 bounces, in fact only 1. When he goes at the ball, he goes so high. This is turning out to be a bonanza over for Sri Lanka. 2 4s and a 6 already, plus a couple of singles and a no ball as well. 199.
Sanath Jayasuriya and Sri Lanka. 17 runs from this over already. Had just 12 runs from his previous 5 overs, Zair Khan.
And the running, he'll have to hit. And he just misses, and will there be overthrow? Sanath Jayasuriya has followed through too far. 200 up for 4 down, 40 overs gone. Oh, that's just smashed away. 1 bounce 4. I think he read the slower ball on that occasion. That's just power personified. And this will be gone for 4 probably. Can't get to it, the fielder. Slower delivery again, picked it well. He's on fire, Sanath Jayasuriya. There's no stopping him.
Oh, he's hit that one. It's gone all the way again. It's another 6, yes. 2 metres over the boundary. He's whipped it away off his leg stump. Well, that one's racing away to the boundary as well. I think it's going to get there. Well, there's another example of it. He brings up his 150. Jayasooriya has just equalled his highest score in one-day internationals, also made against India. That was in Mumbai. He's having a ball. Well, that now does become his best score. Will he come back for the second? Yes, he does. So that goes to 153 now, his best score in his career in one-day internationals. Oh, full toss, that's 4. Take it away. Take it away. A full toss just outside off stump. Money for old rope. 237 for 4. This has been one of those great knocks, and this is where he sits now in terms of the pecking order here in Sharjah. Lara 169, Jayasooriya 158 and not out. Lara a 153, then Sachin Tendulkar 143. Those are the top 4. Well, that's well done. Down the ground. Sanath Jayasuriya running hard, back for the second. Well, that gives you some idea of how fit he is. He hasn't eased up at any stage with the running between the wickets. Down fast, back fast.
Well, he's done everything right here. It's hot and humid here today. Takes its toll on the player, especially if you're batting for a long time. But look at Jayasooriya. First run was run hard. Came back easily for the second.
Oh, that's got to be close. Perhaps just slipping down the leg side. He was wide on the return crease, round the wicket, and hence the not out from the umpire. 260 for 4. And his wife, Sandra, watching him play today. Yes, she'd have to be pretty happy. Oh, and he's missed it. He's missed it. The pressure now really getting to the Indians. They must feel just a little bit despondent, although that was a difficult one, difficult bounce.
Yeah, it's just got the feeling that Joshi didn't get his body behind it. He obviously must have thought that it might have carried. There was an opportunity for him to dive forward. But all in all, I think that's a sloppy effort.
Hit that one, it's into the gap down at square leg, 1 bounce for 4. Yet another boundary to Sanath Jayasuriya. He continues to plunder this Indian attack to every corner of this ground.
Well, all the Indian bowlers are under the hammer here from Jayasooriya. He's got the highest score in Sharjah, 176. He goes past Blind Lara. And he looks good for more here. This Indian attack has taken a real pasting today. Fielders disappearing everywhere on the boundary. It's not mattered so far. Interesting field here. 3 men on the onside on the boundary.
Oh, that's good bowling. Slower ball. He's down the wicket.
fine legs up in the circle. We don't see this field too often. You've got a man deep backward square leg. You've got a man at deep mid wicket, and you've got a man at long on.
Oh yes, he's trying everything now. I think Jayasooriya has decided, well, he's going to try absolutely everything. He'll probably bring someone like Voss in next. So he'll be saying, well, it's going to be everyone have a go from now on in. Yes, Voss is there with his pads on, so he's ready to get out there and have a go. He's a good hitter of the ball, Voss, as well.
Yes, he's got a great chance here to become the highest scorer in one-day international cricket. At least post the highest score.
He's hit that one at dead square, and oh yes, all the way again. Jayasooriya is having the party of his life here in Sharjah. It may well be his wife's birthday, but boy, he's taking all the presents himself. He's smashing full tosses to every corner of this ground.
Well, she can't ask for a better gift. Now what will Ganguly do? Where will he keep a fielder? He's peppering that onside boundary, even though there are fielders there everywhere on the boundary line.
Oh, he's whacked that one straight down the ground. It's four more. Full toss, he adjusts it so well. Ganguly is the man who's on now.
Yes, a surprising decision, Tony, to really get himself on at this stage, because he's not bowled in this innings. He's up against a batsman who's in deadly form and eyeing a double 100.
Equal with Richards, he is at number 2. Oh, he's gone! Oh no, he's gone! Oh, wide is given as well, but he's gone out stump. What an innings! Well, we've been privileged to see one of the best. Someone should have told him you could have made the highest score ever. He is getting a standing ovation. There are Indians, there are Arabs, there are Sri Lankans and Englishmen, everyone on their feet cheering this man off. He has witnessed, we have all witnessed a great innings.
There's no doubt about the fact, one of the great innings in one-day international cricket. 189 runs of just 161 balls, and people standing everywhere. A magnificent effort by the Sri Lankan captain. He saved the best for the last. 282 for 5.
That's in the air. Is going to be 6 as well. Well, the captain's out. Now it's going to be Russell Arnold.
Yes, both these guys can play the big shots, both left-handers. Arnold obviously realizes now that his time has come. Jayasooriya is not there. It's up to him to really push the scoring along, and that's a good, clean strike.
In the air and bouncing away to the boundary as well. Russell Arnold's played a gem. He really has. That brings up his half century, and I've got to tell you, when you have a partner going as well as Jayasooriya, it takes a little bit of discipline and some calmness to do what he's done, and I think this crowd appreciates it.
Yes, it's one of the best decisions Sri Lanka made to send Russell Arnold to the number 6 position. He used to bat at number 3 in some of the earlier games, but he's got such a good head on the shoulders. Good temperament too.
Lost ball. There we go, it's in the air as well. A little bit bounce safely. Russell Arnold will settle for 1. In comes the throw, and that is the end of that. 299 for 5. A wonderful performance by Jayasooriya and by Russell Arnold. Well, there it is, 189 and 52. That really is the story as far as Sri Lanka is concerned. And the target, the Indians are facing 300. 6 runs and over they need.
India need 300 at exactly 6 runs per over to win the Coca-Cola Trophy. It's the second over, 2 for no loss to score. Zoysa to Tendulkar. And Tendulkar off the mark. What was noticeable in the Sri Lankan innings, apart from some brilliant shots played by Jayasooriya, was the running between the wickets. They were very aggressive throughout. The understanding was good. They were putting pressure once the ball went into the outfield on the fielders. India will have to match them if they have to compete in this game. That's picked away on the onside. We have all these scorers here. Keeping an eye on the proceedings. It is one of the official scorers for this Coca-Cola Trophy. That's up in the air. He could be dismissed here. Vas has got Ganguly again. India have lost their first wicket. 8 for 1 the score.
Poor delivery from Ganguly. He needed to deliver on this occasion. He's premeditated his slog. He thought it was going to be a short ball. He's looking to whack it over the top. They unsettled him by getting him onto the back foot. High on the bat. Jayasooriya had to wait ages for it to come down, but he's taken it beautifully. Well judged. He's having a night to remember. Ganguly's gone. He's out for 3. 8 for 1.
People from all communities here watching the cricket, all nationalities. They go up for the catch here. The Sri Lankans are celebrating. Tendulkar isn't interested.
Well, they're adamant. Everybody's gone up, as you expect that they probably would. Have a look at the seam here and just see if it changes shape, or you can't really tell. If it was a faint one. The keeper was delighted, and up he went straight away. Everybody behind the wicket went up straight away. Very hard to tell from there. Zoysa's convinced.
In the air, taken. Vas has got rid of Tendulkar. This is a big blow. India looking down the tube already.
And that's fine bowling from Chaminda Vas. I can tell you why. They changed the pace. They know they've got a big target, and what they did the other night was just to bowl a consistent pace all the time. He's changing the pace up and down, not giving him any consistency, and he's been rewarded with one where Sachin has got through the shot too early. Chaminda Vas, great thinking, and he's been rewarded with a big wicket here. This is fantastic thinking from Chaminda Vas. Slightly slower. He's chipped it straight back to him. Well taken catch. India in all sorts of trouble. Losing their second wicket, that of Sachin Tendulkar. He's out for 5, 10 for 2.
Vas, the wicket taker. That's in the air, straight to it on. Wicket number 3 goes down for India. Singh, the man dismissed.
Don't underestimate Chaminda Bas. He's a thinking cricketer. He's up and downing the pace all the time here. And again, Yuvraj Singh, thinking it was coming on a little quicker, didn't get his foot to the pitch of the delivery, just had the bat through. He's timed it well, done everything else right, but look how far away he's put from the ball. No real step, and just slightly slower, and that's the result. The Sri Lankans are on fire here, and that's beautiful bowling by Chaminda Bas. He picks up his third wicket. Yuvraj Singh out for 3, and India are 15 for 3.
Oh, and he's hit him on the head. No ball called. Good bouncer, mind you.
Extremely good bouncer. Sometimes it can be very valuable, these bouncers. Oh, that looks as if it hit his helmet. You have given away a run, yes, but you have certainly had some sort of psychological advantage over the batsman when you do things like that.
Yes, I think he's lost a screw without putting it any nasty connotation on that bouncer, because the bouncer came in and hit the little screw that holds the facepiece, and you just watch it fly off his crash helmet here. There goes the bouncer, and you watch this as it hits the side of his crash helmet. There goes the screw.
That was quick. Didn't actually take his eyes off the ball. The ball just hit him before he could actually move out of the way.
I suppose you could say he's now got a screw loose, but but we wouldn't do that. He looks to be a pretty composed player. Actually, he wants to get that. I think that he should get that fixed up, because the last thing he wants, if that happens again, is for the ball to either go through the protection. That's played back down the pitch. A little bit of swing in on the occasion. That's the end of the over. Good one. 18 for 3. This all together there. You can see the coach.
And oh, what a catch! What a catch!
These guys are on fire. Sri Lanka. Well, they are having a ball out there, and so are their supporters. I don't think anyone can believe this. Chaminda Bas has got 4. Watch it, Murali. We could have another world record in our hands.
And guess who took the catch? The captain at first slip. The ball was going to his left, which certainly would have helped. He's a left-hander, Jayasooriya, but what a catch. Brilliant. Put 2 hands to the ball and held on well. They are on fire, that's for sure. 19 for 4. Nothing is expected.
Oh, and that one's gone straight over the wicketkeeper's head. Just perhaps a little bit optimistic there. He's got some quite steep bounce. Has Zoysa.
Well, Zoysa with the bouncer again. Call a no ball. Not too sure it got above shoulder height. It certainly got to Badani before he expected it. Good pace, good bounce from Zoysa. We'll look again at this height. It was fairly high.
That's in the air, and this is going to be out as well. Yes, he's got him. That wicket Zoysa deserves. He's down the pitch there with his arms splayed, doing the jet plane impersonation. And he's doing it because he planned that one.
Unless you're a very good hooker. It's the bowler who usually wins these battles. It's obvious that Badani is not the best of hookers. Trying to pull again off the front foot. You can see the distance between that back leg of his and the stumps. Ball is getting to him a lot quicker than he would like the ball to get to him, and he has no time to play the pull shot. Very simple catch for Russell Arnold. And Heman Badani goes for 9. India 30 for 5.
He's bowled in. That's a lovely piece of off-spin bowling. That's a classic dismissal. I'm sure Muralidharan has enjoyed it, as any off-spinner would. Nice bit of flight, good guile. He's invited the batsman to drive him against the spin on the offside, and the ball has sneaked through the gate. Wickets continue to tumble here.
Just absolute classic off-spinner's delivery. On the spot for the drive, bringing the batsman forward, creating the gap between bat and pad, and going right through it. So Dahiya's gone, and that's a 6-wicket down for 39.
Let's rejoin the action. 2 overs later, 1 run added to the score. It's 40 for 6, Muralidharan to Robin Singh.
That's a good shot though, he'll get a boundary for that. Robin Singh trying to open up, or really just about.
That's one for the third umpire, just sitting with the turn. Hasn't been enough of it. Just not sure whether it went over the line. The interesting little bit of bar play. If the fielder happens to move the boundary rope, Michael, in the throes of chasing it, if he happens to move the boundary rope, then the boundary rope stays where his foot takes it to, and you don't take the I was under the assumption that if it rolled into where the line was, that it would be a boundary, and we had somebody picking up the ball with his foot on that boundary, but he'd moved it back when he slid. And the umpires were quick to point out when I did the pitch report this morning that if they move it back, that's where the boundary has to be for adjudicating whether the ball have passed it. So if you move it back a yard in the process of sliding, and then the ball rolls, it's got to go over where you moved it to. Bowled him, just going on with the arm. He did him in the front. Robin Singh looking to go back when he should have gone forward. It slid through, no turn, quicker delivery, and he's gone.
This man retired early for and is a difficult customer. Not many batsmen are able to pick his deliveries. That's the one that goes straight on, not turning away. Pitches and just continues coming in towards Robin Singh. Absolutely no room to play the cut shot. The ball almost brushing the pad on the way through, all the way, give himself a bit of room. Well, this is a bit embarrassing for India. 44 for 7.
189, 2 catches. It's his wife's birthday. I think I'll follow him to the casino tonight.
That's gone a long way. We haven't seen too much aggression from the Indian batsmen, but that's a good shot.
Clean hitting. Joshi's been in pretty good form down the order.
This is a big mix-up, and another wicket. He didn't need the wicket-keeper on this occasion. A direct throw.
Well, it's all gone wrong for India. This is just schoolboy stuff. You cannot believe that this has happened. He's hit it to backward point, stood there and watched it. Suddenly his partner's called him. That's as the person is picking up the ball. As he lets it go, he starts to run. This is just a comedy of errors. There's no run there. He's told him no. Gurkha's halfway up. Hears the no and stops, and then for whatever reason Joshi takes off and is well out of his ground, not even in the frame. That is hard to believe. So Sanath Joshi, after that straight hit for 4, is out. 49 for 8.
50. A big round of applause for the half century, and that's not Ajit Agarkal's 50, that's India's 50. Lowest score ever. lowest ball. I think the ball, well, they are appealing for bold. I think the ball perhaps hit the keeper, then came back down onto the stumps. Who knows? We'll find out shortly.
I think that's just bowled him. I think it's just hit the top of the stumps. He's gone for the cut and it's just skidded on a bit and turned back a bit. I think it's... Or was that the keeper's gloves? We'll have to look at that in slow motion. Really slow. Watch as the ball goes past. Just clicks the wicket on the way through and the bail drops and he's out bowled. That's definitely out bowled.
Well, when you look at it from side on, you'll see that Kalwitharana was a long way away from the stumps. His glove was some way behind the stumps. The ball passed very close to the stumps. And that's the only thing that could have dislodged the bail. There are his stumps. And there are his gloves. A long way away. Out bowled. Another wicket for Muralitharan. India really in danger now of not getting past 55. It's 50 for 9.
That's it, caught behind, all over. And that is the lowest score ever in a Sharjah match. Sri Lanka have won the Coca-Cola Trophy 2000, and what's more, they've won it in fine style. Another look at the wicket. The ball just moving away a little bit off the edge of the bat, through to Kalu. Up he goes, and that's the winning catch.
The Sri Lankans have in fact annihilated India, and that was Chaminda Wasa's 5th wicket. The first time picking up 5 wickets in a one-day game, and a comprehensive win for Sri Lanka in this Coca-Cola Trophy final. That's the dismal looking Indian card. Just Robin Singh, the only man to get into double figures. The rest of it, the card itself tells the story. India 54 all out, the lowest score here in Sharjah. A disappointing day for Indian batting.
It wasn't a little bit disappointing day for the Sri Lankan bowlers though. 5 for 14 for Chaminda Vaas. He's bowled superbly during this tournament. I thought Noyan Zoysa bowled well too, 1 for 21, and Muthaiya Muralidharan coming on 6 overs and only conceding a run and over by taking 3 wickets. So, well, I mean, what more can you say? This Sri Lankan side today totally and utterly outplayed their opposition. There is the match summary. It's a very one-sided match summary. 299 for 5, and India responding with a meagre 54. Right, well, there we are. They're all ready for us. Ravi Shastri is down on the ground for the presentation.
Thank you, Tony. Ladies and gentlemen, we've seen a fantastic Sri Lankan performance today. They were led from the front by their captain Sanath Jayasuriya, who played a sparkling innings. And in the end, they've overwhelmed India by India making the lowest score today, 54 in Sharjah. It's been a most convincing win for Sri Lanka in the Coca-Cola Trophy. Man of the match, man of the series is the same gentleman, Sanath Jayasuriya. $1,500 for the man of the match, $3,500 for the man of the series. Sanath Jayasuriya obviously having a field day here today. I'd now like to call Saurav Ganguly, if he can come up please and collect the check of $30,000. And that will be presented by Sheikh Tariq bin Faisal Al Kazmi. So $30,000 there for Saurav Ganguly. Saurav, if you can come up please. Well, I know you'll be bitterly disappointed. Any explanations for the performance?
No, we're really disappointed. I've just got nothing to say. Nothing worked. We played badly, and that's it. They were a better team than us in this tournament, and they deserved all what they got. 93 for 3 and then 116 for 4. You might have thought that you had a chance to restrict them. Yeah, we got them at 116 for 4, but the way Sanath batted, he just batted us out of the game. He played some fantastic shots, and all due credit to him. That one innings just took the game away from us.
Okay. Last 10 overs again proving costly?
Yeah, absolutely. When you bat like this, I don't think you can stop anybody, so it's just batted us out of the game.
And you're batting. The Sharjah surface, normally a good one for batting. How do you explain 54?
Well, it's just one bad game. We've been batting well. We just didn't bat well today. It's difficult to explain these sort of things. It's better we forget this as quickly as possible and come back as a better side the next series.
What do you think India will have to do to pull up their socks?
Well, the saddest part is that we played so outstandingly well in Kenya and the same side, and we looked a different team here. So I think the important thing is consistency, and I think we have to look up to that.
Good luck for the future, Saurav, and tough luck today.
Thanks, Rob.
Saurav Ganguly, the captain of the Indian team. And now the big award, the Coca-Cola Trophy. Sri Lanka are the winning team, $50,000, and Sanath Jayasuriya will come up and collect that. The cheque will be once again presented by Sheikh Tariq bin Faisal Al Kazmi. And first the trophy presented to him by Alex Wanbear, the President Coca-Cola India. Coca-Cola Trophy for Sanath Jayasuriya. That's $50,000 presented by Sheikh Tariq bin Faisal Al Kazmi. Well, Sanath, if you can come up, please. Well, Sanath, fantastic performance. You would think Christmas has come early for you.
Yes, I think all credit goes to the whole team. They played well, played as a team, and we got a very good score, and the bowlers bowled really well, and it was a very good day. We have been playing well, and all 5 games, it was fantastic.
You being a very modest man here, a very modest captain, 189 today. Tell us about that feat.
Yeah, because when we were thinking from bat first, and it was 3-4, almost 4 wickets for 116 runs. I think Russell batted superbly with me, and we were waiting for until the 35th over. We want to keep the wicket keep intact. I think Russell gave me a very good support right throughout the 50 overs.
That's all we have from Sharjah. Join us again in the month of April. We have the Coca-Cola Cup that will take place here. India, Pakistan and Sri Lanka play against each other. Until then, from all of us here in Sharjah, it's good night.